Welcome to Billins World. It is not a podcaster. This is not a podcast.
What's up, YouTube?
Today we will be talking about.
Oh man, straight masterpiece, top 5 album of all time to me, the Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. Where do I begin? Wow. Released March 25th, 1997, 2 weeks after passing of, the late great, this album here, man, it really shows the Notorious B.I.G.'s growth as an artist, and I definitely play this one, man, like, definitely way more than Ready to Die, which is also, a great album as well, but this here, man, is...
This had a lot of hits on it. It was 2 discs too, so like
yes, 2 discs.
And it wasn't a lot of shit you could skip on these. Like to put out two CDs and not be able to skip like through it, like oh that's filler or that's trash. Biggie was really putting in work, man. That was
Absolutely.
a real good album.
And even as a preteen, when I first heard this album, I just knew this was special. And yeah, before even thinking of what's my top 5, and it's
Gotta Love the Dough. One of my favorite tracks on this album.
Yeah.
But Biggie has so much more shit on this shit. Fuck, man. Player Haters, fucking Nasty Girl, fucking, man. There's so much shit on this shit, man. So much shit on this shit. Biggie was, man.
Yes, production on this too, superb as well. Shout out to nice arsenal of producers there. With the home base of Bad Boy, Hitman, production team, Primo. We got RZA, Havoc, Mob Deep. Shout.
Havoc really got a lot of classic shit on his portfolio. That's just crazy.
Shout out to Havoc. R.I.P. Prodigy.
You were R.I.P. Prodigy, word.
Yes, and I gotta say this: the track "Last Day," which was produced by Havoc, by the way.
Really?
Featuring the Locks.
That's fire, man.
Check out, the Locks "We Are the Streets" video. Imagine Prodigy would have been on "Last Day," man. I wonder what happened. But still, probably was still very competitive at that point as well. So, but yes, B.I.G. took no prisoners on this album, man. And from whatever, word about a campfire of the Pac subliminals and all that, yada yada. Still, man.
Besides the political shit, like the album itself was well put together. The track flow, the track listing, and the flow of the album was always steady.
Yes.
Do you think there's any filler on this album? Is there any filler on this album? Do you think so?
Yeah, you probably got a couple tracks, but even those ain't too bad neither, So I would think possibly maybe The World Is Filled,
What's your favorite track off this album?
Probably definitely Sky's the Limit.
Yeah, Sky's the Limit is a good song. Sky's the Limit is definitely a good song.
And go back and watch even, that video, and the music video for that. I remember as a kid, and I'm watching that. My mother comes home from work, and she peeped the video and everything, how they had all little kids playing the
yeah, I thought that was dope.
Yeah,
I thought that was dope.
So my mother was like, "Oh my God, that's dope!" And I was, I remember that. She copped the album as well. I remember holding the album like it was a new toy, man. is why this album holds a special, place in my heart. I gotta say too. So, shout out to everyone involved, all producers and all that. Really,
Mom had a birthday recently, right? Happy birthday, Mom.
Yes, happy belated, but still, the son took care of her. Shout out, Mom Dukes. One love. So yeah, and it really hits, man. Hits deep that Big didn't live to see this album drop. I mean, and this is now a diamond seller officially, 11 million sold worldwide.
As it should. As it should.
And it's a great I can't say right now it's the best double CD ever, but better than a lot of other double albums out there.
That's a fact. A lot of double CDs fell flat. Like one of the CDs just wasn't enough.
Yes, and and you might always.
But that's not the case with this, right?
No. I mean, I feel either way. It probably was originally supposed to be a single disc. He would have still, went hard. I mean, even with a nice 14, 15 cuts, tracks and all would have been nice. And it was supposed to be a couple other features too that didn't make the album. I believe they wanted a 40 water E40, shout E40. We did get Too Short though from the Bay Area on Worldersville in the Worldersville track. So
let's get into one of the most infamous songs on this album. I think everybody knows what we about to talk about right now. The only group to ever have a song with Tupac, Eazy-E, and the Notorious B.I.G.
The intro, man, of the side 2, disc 2, whatever whatever you want to call it. Notorious Thugs, shout out Bone Thugs and Harmony, man.
One of the craziest songs I ever heard in my life, man.
Timeless.
I might have played this song like back to back to back to back to back to.
Man, this would have been a dope ass video, man.
The first fucking verse, man, like, bro. As soon as you hear this nigga like start rapping, it's just captivating, bro.
Armed and Dangerous.
And the beat itself.
It gets right to the point, man.
The beat
it just goes
itself.
right in. We gonna rock the party. But yeah, man. And you believe you had felt Big didn't have the best verse on that joint?
Nah, I don't think so. No disrespect to Big.
Word.
I believe who had the first verse?
B.I.G. He started off the track.
Okay, who was the first Bone Thug that went off?
Busy Bone.
Busy, yeah.
Shout out Busy Bone.
Busy, I believe Busy had the best. Yeah. I feel like Busy had the best verse on this, man. The second best verse probably on this shit was Crazy.
Crazy might be my favorite verse.
Yeah, you said that. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Biggie's verse was dope, but you know what I'm saying? Like he got some quotable, rememberable shit. Don't get me wrong.
You feel Busy had the best.
Yeah, man, Busy was tweaking on this shit. How could we
shout out to Bone, even Lazy as well, Wishbone, all that, you know what I mean? Ohio, what up? Cleveland,
Word, I didn't even know they was from Cleveland. I thought them niggas was from Cali when I was young because they was rolling with Eazy-E. So I'm like, they were easy. They must be from Cali. But for them to be from Ohio, bro, Cleveland, that shit is dope, man. It's spitters everywhere, man. It's a hood everywhere. Shout out to every hood out there. Shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to Brooklyn, of course.
Yes, it's Brooklyn in the house.
Another infamous song on this joint, what do you do when your bitch is untrue? That's one of my favorite joints in the low, too, man. That's a little backstory to that song as well. I believe Biggie got into an argument with Kim or some shit like that, and she just got in there and was basically just telling him how she feel.
And look what happened, and a dope track,
Fire track, fire. I feel like Lil' Kim is one of the greatest. That song that they had together, I mean, Biggie didn't rap on it, but he did a hook. The Drugs, one of my favorites.
Yeah, from the Hardcore album. Yeah, check that out,
one of my favorites. Check out Hardcore.
Yeah, Ma, Sesame, yeah.
Ganja.
Rush.
That's my shit, man. Biggie is one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. Depends on who you talking to, We all got different vibes.
Yes.
with this album, right? What makes this album a classic to you?
It covers, so much ground of the lyrical. You can dance,
I think it's a
like,
classic for
great.
me
It's
because
complete. It's probably like probably the best complete rap album ever. Like,
not just that, but it's like when you hear albums that they call classics, and it's like, is it really a classic if it doesn't make you go back and think about where you were when you first heard it and etc. You know what I mean? Like with this Biggie album, there are certain tracks on this album that no matter how many times you hear them, you remember where you first were at when you heard them. Notorious Thugs, fucking another bitch, fucking
absolutely.
nasty girl, fucking. I mean, he got hits on this shit, man.
And even it's big up to even the radio joints. I mean, Hypnotize. I mean, come on now, that video, fool, the wave.
I'm going back to Cali. Fire.
He tried. He was just. I feel he was trying the West Coast. No, it was basically love lost, but. Hey, I mean, and also too, like, kind of eerie in a way to also go back and listen. And the album had quite a few skits, but like, there's a skit prior to going back to Cali. And he's we gotta go to Cali to get this paper. You know what I mean? And
sad that we lost Big and Pac to the nonsense.
Yes.
But.
We gonna keep, we keep them alive. You know what I'm saying? BILLINS world. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. Shout out to Hatfield right here.
They definitely never died though.
Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment.
Please.
Show love.
We see you guys viewing, but damn, come on, man. Hit that sub channel for my boy, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that comment.
Jersey, stand up.
So, all right. I think we got the best feature, Bone Thugs, right?
Yeah. Yes. Features, there's some spitters on this album, man. Shout out to Mace, man. You know what I mean, too, as well.
Give me a top 3 songs off this album.
Oh, Sky's the Limit.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking the Door.
Kicking the Door is fucking fire. Stupid fire.
And and it's the
stupid fucking fire, man.
Yeah. The diss track, supposedly of to Nas, Ray and Ghost, and J. Rue the Damager.
Man.
Primo on the production. You know what I'm saying? And another track. Oof.
Get rain on the top was short bleed. Like leprechauns.
Niggas bleed, man.
Niggas bleed, yeah.
It's like a movie, that track.
It's hard to pick a lot of this shit, right? Because Big has so much shit on both discs that it's hard to just pick 3.
Lately, I've been having 10 Crack Commandments on repeat. I'm really appreciating that beat more.
10 Crack Commandments is fire.
Primo as well.
I'm going to have to
10.
go. I'm going to have to go. Damn, this is hard. 3. Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't call it.
Superb. It's a masterpiece. Safe to say. Life after death, man. Notorious B.I.G.
I can't call that. I'm gonna have to say Cali, right? Cali, and I'm just saying Biggie because the whole album is fire. But let's say like just the songs that Biggie rapped on, right? No features, etc. Right? Cali.
Going back to Cali. Yeah.
Kicking the Door. Man, that last one is hard, man. Cause no bullshit. Even money. Even man. I don't know, man. I don't know. That third one, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's too much shit on that album, man. It's too much shit from the production to the lyrics to the stories to I got a story to tell.
Wow, yeah, that's
You know what
it.
I'm saying? Like, it's so much shit on that album for you to just pull three. I don't know how the fuck you did that, but I guess those are your preference, right? Your preferred tracks.
Yeah, and I blasted shit out of plenty of
But
tracks
you
on the
could
album.
really let
So
that whole album play, like just run through both discs.
yes,
I probably skip like one song on each disc, probably. You know what I mean?
what's filler to you?
Filler is something that like filler could even be a skit.
Definitely. I mean,
You know
this
what I
album had a
mean?
lot of skits, but they were like in, to start off or end the song. So it's kind of, but they was alright. You
This
know what
shit
I'm
had
saying? I mean, this
I'm
introduction to Mad
fucking
Rapper.
tonight. There was so much shit on this shit. It's a class. It's really a
Girl,
classic
you look
album, man.
fine. Mm.
Filler is just something that you feel like is just out of place on the album, or something that you feel like they just threw on the album just to like fill up space or whatever, or like finish the album or whatever. But and back then they had to give in certain amounts of tracks and etc. into the record label and shit. So we understand it now. More so niggas are just like pick their 11 hottest songs and just put them out, or 6, 7, whatever
Yeah.
niggas do.
And and even a track where they was having fun, that was always my shit was player hater.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Player Hater's my third. Player Hater.
Woo!
Because when I hear that song, I remember so many fucking things that I was doing. Like, when I heard it at Chris House on Mount Prospect. I remember when I heard it at Garland House on 2nd Ave. I remember hearing that shit on Summer Ave, like, on 680. I mean, like, bro, like, that shit. Player Hater. And it was the first time that you heard a rapper really do something different. And the nigga told a whole story the whole time that he did it, really. Open the door, lay on the floor. You've been robbed. Classic shit, bro.
This is a robbery, nigga.
Like, just different shit. Shit that you don't usually see a lot of rappers take chances, and you know what I mean? It's a difference from being a rapper and being a musician. Big was definitely an MC, but he definitely was a great musician. Any complaints about the album? Anything you didn't like about the album?
Hey, I mean, unpopular, whatever. Honest opinion, probably too much ab limit of Puff. But understand, it was part of being an artist. I mean, he did that as well on other albums, and probably a few like the skits, drag a little too long, whatever. But hey, I mean, it was.
Yeah, I feel like if anything was filler on this album, it was the skits. A couple of the Mad Rapper skits were funny though. I will sit there and hold you.
Well, the Mad Rapper appeared on one, I believe, and they brought him back on No Way Out, which is coming this summer, y'all. A No Way Out review. Puff Daddy and the Family. Wow, man, but that's
Victory was on No Way Out, right?
correct. Yeah.
Classic song.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, but with No Way Out coming this summer. Yeah. Top 5 for me, man.
What, the album?
Definitely.
So definitely not a tragic to you. Definitely a classic.
Masterpiece, classic.
Yeah, me too. I'm not even saying I hold you. If it wasn't for Biggie shit, I probably never would have picked up a mic. I keep it real with you. Biggie Pun, Max B, It's just so many pinnacle people that, like, you know what I mean? It's like, Biggie's one of those dudes where it's like he's legendary because of his skill. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I mean, of course you know him to be the chunky, fly guy. You know what I mean? But like, his skill really set the bar for everything that he was doing. Because nobody was looking to Big for fucking, you know what I mean, like sex appeal or his image and shit like that. Even though his image was a good image to me, you know what I mean, boss, big nigga. But
And it'll remain a mystery. How that the third album would have
just
panned
clipped.
out.
It just clipped.
Okay. I don't know, man. I know, man.